So I just got arts and crafts stuff, and it is scrapbooking stuff. I really enjoy scrapbooking, so I thought, why not share it? And also, on top of that, why not do a story time? So, that's what this is. Hold on. Okay, so I just had to glue this. This is the starter page that we're starting with. And so basically, I'm gonna be telling you guys about the time that this has not happened to me. This was a story that I had heard from one of my friends, credit to them. But one time, they were going to the store. And while they were at the store, they were alone at the store. And there was this guy who had seemed to have been following her. So she called me. She called me. And I'm like, oh, just pretend. Let's pretend that we don't notice him. Nope. What guy? There is no guy. Talk to me on the phone. And we'll be okay. But he had approached her. This was one of my older friends, and this was back in my hometown. I can't love you more than my hometown. Sorry. Y'all should really listen to More Than My Hometown by Morgan Wallen. Anyway. She was scared that he had walked up to her and said, hey, I think you're really cute. No, this is a guy from her school. Yes. But this guy was also notorious for not being the nicest, I'll say, outside of school and inside school. He was not the nicest. But she knew this. 100%. 100% knew this. She was fully aware of it. And yet, she still talked to him. Knowing his past, knowing what his future probably was, she still talked to him. When she told me this story, I told her, girl, no, I was on the phone with her, but when she told me the full thing and told me who it was, I'm like, girl, what? Because one thing I had mentioned to leave out was that this was her brother's best friend. Done. So, she was supposed to hate this guy. No, we're just broke. Are you kidding me? And as much as she was supposed to hate him, she told me that she couldn't. Hold on, my tape just broke. Hi. Okay, so basically, hi. But basically, this guy wasn't the best. But she said that she could not hate him like the enemies to lovers trope. And I told her, listen, girl, support 100%. Because, yeah, we'll look cute. But that is your brother's bestest, closest friend. Like, ever. And she said, girl, I know. But... And I finished it for her and I said, but you can't stay away. She goes, yes. He's just so cute and so nice to me. And I sent him, so she was at home, right? And she said, I sent him a picture of me. And I said, sorry, I misclicked. I didn't mean to send it to you. Could you delete that? And he saves it in chat and says, nah, I like it. What do you mean? No, I like it. What does that mean? And I said, girl, you're thinking about it too much. He likes you, you like him. I'll talk with your brother because me and her brother were dating. And what I mean by older friend is I mean like a year older. And she goes, yeah, so like, please talk to him. I go, yeah, honey, I'll talk to him. Calm down. You're going to be okay. And I talked to him and he goes, what? Oh, I'm going to kill him. And I go, no, you're not. She would kill me. No, you're not. We're going to talk about why you don't like them dating. And he starts rambling on about him going and saying, that's my best friend and my sister. This isn't some enemies to lovers trope. And I go, well, actually. And he goes, no, there is no actually. This is not enemies to lovers trope. This is my best friend and my sister. And I go, okay, listen here. Your reaction is completely okay. And it's completely rational. You also have to understand they've been trying to not talk to each other. Well, she's been trying not to talk to him. I don't know about him. But she's been trying her hardest not to talk to him. And he went up to her at the store. And he talked to her. And they had a nice conversation and they were talking. And like, I know you guys' whole thing is like, you want everyone to be scared of you. Like, all y'all need is each other type thing. But you have to understand, maybe he doesn't want that. Maybe he wants, hate to say it, but maybe he wants your sister. That's a conversation that we all need to sit down for, because I know that you're going to take this and you're going to get out of hand with it. And I am probably not going to be there if you end up taking it out of proportion. So we need to have a talk all together. And he said, fine. And I was sleeping over at her house. So I was sleeping over at her house that day. So that's when we decided to have it. We went to the park. We all sat down. We had a nice conversation. Okay, a very nice conversation. And me and her left to go get stuff from the gas station. Our mistake. when we got back, they were sitting down, talking to each other like, finally, they're finally coming to their senses. Maybe this isn't so bad. We sat down next to, each other's meat. Or, no, I sat down next to my boyfriend. She sat down next to the situationship that was happening. And my boyfriend looks at me and says, me and him talked. And I go, yay, we know. We walked up on you guys talking. We're, really happy about it. Glad you guys aren't mad at each other. And then he says, no, we're mad at each other. Very mad at each other right now. But we decided that you guys are our priority. That one thing that we have in common is we love you guys. So we're going to push aside anything that would hurt y'all. I didn't say y'all, but that would hurt you guys. And we're going to talk about it another time because now is not that time. We don't feel like having this conversation with you guys. And I said, whoa. That's not good. Why can't you guys have the conversation with us? And he says, because when we talk and have conversations, most of the time, even though we might be mad at each other, there are some things that we don't want y'all hearing. And I said, that's not good. And he goes, well. And I go, what do you mean, well? And he goes, sometimes it is good. It gives us a sense of privacy. So, and I said, that makes sense. I completely respect that. But I'm best friends with your sister. So I'm around a lot. And whenever you go out, your mom ends up cleaning. And it's easier if your sister's out of the house. And with me being with your sister a lot, I end up getting out of the house too. And I'm around your sister. And your sister likes to hang out with you, believe it or not. So y'all are always together. So that might be hard for you guys to get conversation in. And he goes, yeah, that's why we're giving you guys money and we're going to the gas station. Y'all come with us to the gas station, then you guys are going to go to the park and chill. Now, in this small town of Sheridan, it was the gas station, a road, the park, library, school. So we ended up spying on them, and they found out, and they were not happy. Let me tell you this, they were not happy. But we overheard them talking. And they said, listen. My boyfriend said, listen, you love my sister. I respect that. I'm going to allow you to date her. And he said, whoa, allow me? Yeah, no, I'm going to date her if I want to. And that's when me and her stepped in, and that's how they caught us. And basically, we all talked, and now they are still together. Me and her brother are not together anymore. But they are still together. And they've been together for years and years and years now. I am no longer in contact with any of them. But love you all if you're watching this and you remember this. Please tell me in the comments because yeah. Bye, babies.